Now, how's it going, my friends? Yeah, guess what? Time for a new project. Time to get another one of these done. Hopefully. This one we have a 1976 Chicago coin cinema, which is, needless to say, a little rough. Cabinet. It's weird, the bottom cabinet, is still pretty decent looking, with the colors and all that. You come up here to the head unit, and that thing is yellowed. Man. Let's give it the sniff test. Oh, God, yeah. Cigarette smoke heaven there. The other side, oh God, that's worse yet. Oh man. Must have been laying on its side. I don't know. But God, talk about yellow. What do we got? Manufactured by Chicago Dynamic Industries, Inc. 725 Diverseed Boulevard, Chicago, Illinois. 120 volts, 360 watts, model 465. 60 hertz, 3 amp. And there's our serial number, 1348. And is it on the cabinet anywhere? Probably not. Just curious to see if it matches up. They put it back here. Nope, didn't put it on its ass. Didn't tattoo its butt. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere on the outside. It might be on the inside. But okay, back glass. We have a little bit of flaking on the back glass, especially Cleopatra. That's who I'm figuring it is, Cleopatra, because that's probably Mark Anthony. Probably Bela Lugosi as Dracula. Laurel and Hardy. Charlie Chaplin. Don't know. And the guy on the horse with the small little goatee, would that be Wild Bill Hiccup? I'm not sure. But anyway, I really like this back glass. There is a lot of color in it. And I see Laurel needs a little help. He's got a hole right in his forehead. But yeah, once we get the back glass out, we'll take a look at it and see what we have to do. Along the bottom, and a little blue missing there. I think the worst of it is probably Cleopatra. And we may go ahead and touch the back glass up. Don't know. I'll see once I get it out. We'll take a look at the back side of it and see how much of it is missing, because it can be a little deceiving looking at the front. You don't really see everything until you take it out and flip it over, and then you can see everything that's missing. But it may be fine the way it is. But you know me and missing paint. Don't like it. Okay, inside the back box. Everything's here. I didn't get a door with it. No Jones plugs. This one actually has plugs. Plugs. But we got a couple steppers back here. In fact, there's 1, 2, 3 step units and a credit unit. And all of our score reels. So, what we'll be doing here in one of the episodes is we will be tearing apart score reels. And see here in 76 they actually put in electronic relays in this machine. There's 4 of them up there. Hopefully they're good. And tons of switches back here. Not really a ton of them, but there's, well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 5 banks of leaf switches back here to clean up. A few Jones plugs for our credit replay. But not too bad, a little dirty. Actually, here in 76, they had plastic-coated wires instead of the cloth. So those don't fade out quite as bad if there's no door on them. But we will make a door for it. Let's see, how is this? This back panel is screwed in, so that's no biggie. We can get that out and get it on the cart or sawhorses and get that cleaned up. These steppers, let's see. And which that is the player control unit, which only moves. That's all the further it goes that way, but this, no, I don't know. We'll take a look at it once we get it out. This one, this is the coin unit. Oh, they got the coin unit way the hell back here. That one doesn't feel too awful bad, but no, definitely. This one, this is our 00 to 90 unit. That one should always be moving around when you're playing and scoring points. Yeah, which it does. But pretty basic. The same as any of the other steppers we've played with and cleaned up. The difference is going to be our score reels. Those will be different. A lot different. And it sounds like, yep, need to put some cushion in there so we don't have to listen to that when you're playing. Okay, playfield. Plastics, we have them all. There's Frankenstein. And only the shadow knows? Yeah, right. Anyway, we have all of our plastics. Now we do have some cracks. We have one cracked here. Yeah, there was a little hunk missing out of that and somebody glued it. And our big one in the center is cracked. Just a small one though. And the other ones are good. The problem is I don't have an apron. And finding any parts, you know, a lot of the stuff is still available. You can get, you know, you can rebuild your leaf switches and coils and all. That's not a problem. It's, you know, like plastics, an apron. You know, since we're missing the apron, I don't have a glass either, but glass is no biggie. It's a standard glass, so, you know, that'll be all right. My biggest problem right now is I'm trying to locate an apron for it, and that's not the easiest thing to do on these Chicago coin. Playfield condition, rough. We have a lot of, this is just regular clear. So, you know, this will be okay. We can do that. We have a lot of blue missing. We actually have a lot of our zigzag, whatever, is missing, but that's no problem either, because I can trace this side. You trace this side, flip it over, and then it mirrors, and it'll be fine, and it'll be the same over there. So that's okay. And the blue is all right. Yellow, we got a lot of yellow missing right here in the middle. Boy, is that deep. So we'll see we can touch all that up, but you know how much I love mixing yellow too. Inserts, we got a couple missing, and they are practically just falling out, which is okay. We can put new inserts in. Most of the rest of this is going to clean up really nice. A little bit of touch up here and there above the hole. This has four kicker holes, and from what I'm looking at is if you get it in here, it kicks it and keeps kicking it and scores, and then kicks it out at the top, because that's the way those kickers are aimed. We have 4 drop targets, and this will be interesting because I've never tore apart a Chicago coin drop target. Oh, there's one up in there too, I think. I don't know if that's a drop target or if that's just a stand-up, but it looks the same as those. We'll find out when we lift the play field, because I don't think this rubber's supposed to be there. I think you're supposed to hit that target and it'll drop, and then you can run your ball up. Let's see, nothing on the other side, just an entrance or whatever up to the top. A little bit of hunk missing there, a little bit of paint there, but this one isn't crispy like Knight Rider. This one is actually, feels good. Just looks like crap as normal for anything that I get in. I've never bought a machine that works and is ready to put out on the floor. I always buy them like this. Oh yeah, we do need to work on a little bit of the trim here. You can see we have a piece missing. We can take this piece completely off and put in a new piece to hold the back glass. There's quite a bit of work to do on this. Scrubbing down the cabinet and getting it mechanically working properly. What is interesting, I can't pull that up with one hand. No, I'll show you then once we get under here. Coin door. Kind of funky looking. That's the lock. One of the lockout coils. God, there's 2 lockout coils on this thing. Got 1 coin mech in it. I'm taking that side they were having problems with, because there's the wires for the lockout. But same thing, we'll get her fixed up. Okay, now let me get the play field up and we'll take a look under the play field. When I look under here and you look under here, that'll be the first time that I've seen inside of this machine. It has been sitting over there in line waiting to come over to get the love it needs. And I pulled open the corn door and peeked in. That was about it. Wanted to make sure there was at least something inside of it. So we're both going to take a look at this at the same time. I'll see it sooner because I have to lift it up. But one other thing I wanted to point out too is see where our out hole bracket is broke. So we'll have to see if we can't do something there, because I know darn well I'm not going to find one of them. So we're going to have to repair that one. Which is, I have a few ideas already. So okay, now let's lift up the play field, take a peek inside of it, and see if it's a real scary Mary or what it's like. All right, inside. Let's just kind of take it in a little bit here first. 2 more stepper units, bonus unit and ball count unit. And look at the leaf switches on this mamma jamma. Ah, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And your score motor. Wow. Now this one. This looks fun. Oh, somebody took the tilt bob out of it. Imagine that, huh? Let's see. God, look at the games that's been played on this thing. 97,993 games has been played on this. And what the hell? Look at this chime unit. Oh man. But lots of cleaning there. Holy frijoles, Batman. Okay, underside of the play field. Yep. Oh, now here's our drop targets. These are very interesting. That is very interesting. Pretty simple design there, I'll tell you. Just a simple little lever, pushes up on a couple of leaf switches. It got a coil that pulls it up, locks it in place, and then what locks it in place, I think, is this little, nope, that's what keeps it tension up against it. Look at that. That is nifty. That is a neat design there. Oh, okay, that keeps it pushed up against so it stays up on that little shelf. Little stiff, but, and look at the slingshot links in it. Okay, what else we got going on? Let's see what else we can look into here. It's a little different. Looks like Gottlieb style flippers. At least the link is, anyway. Kind of ugly looking solder joints on it, that's for sure. I'm sure those, that might be the original. That looks like that one's been changed. Get some, that's not too bad. We'll look at it a little better later. Wait a minute, let me, oh yeah. There's some play in that puppy. Yeah. Okay. So we'll have to rebuild the coil, or the flippers. And see, we have two drop targets and 2 drop targets over there. Our 2 slingshots, and I see in 76 they were already starting to use diodes on their coils. Now where's that one at? And that would be right here. Okay, nope, that there is just a stand-up target up in there. And looky, we have some more switches. Some more leaf switches. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 6 more on the play field to take care of. Okay, I'm gonna take you around the other side. I want to show you. Okay, here's our hole setup. And a screw coming out there. You can see when it lands in this first hole, it trips the switch and it kicks it. Nope, that's the last one. This would be the first one. So it lands in that hole, trips the switch, and only every other kick out kicks. That'll kick it up to the next one. Trip the switch. It'll kick it to the next one. Trips the switch. And then up to the last one, and then it kicks it out. Interesting. Very interesting. But plenty of switches. Clean up underneath here too. Oh God, I just love the smell of old pinball machines. Smells like fun to me. Yeah, there's a piece of cardboard. That's all we get. Oh, there's a zippy baggie up in there. Let me go around the other side, see if I can't reach that zippy bag and see what's in it. See it way up in there? I don't know. Might not be able to get it. There, I wonder if I can... Oh, I think I can reach it from back here. And what's in our zippy bag? 1 bracket and 2 screws. Gee, we got gypped on this one, folks. We didn't find anything in it. Except for a zippy bag with a bracket and 2 screws. Big deal. Okay, our fuse holder. I thought that was loose, but it's not. It's on a nice stiff-ass bracket. Nice puddle of solder here and there. And if you follow that up, puts it to the flippers. So you know what that means. There had been some problems with the flippers on this machine. But that almost looks like stern coil stops. Interesting. Pop bumpers. Yes, we have 2. Caps. Caps are no problems. We can get the caps if we need them. But like I said, I got some feelers out. Oh, okay, this one does. I can see the 100,000 in there. So we should have, I'll bet you those 4 are the 100,000 over the top relay. Cool. Most of them are labeled. I don't know, no schematic. No, I got 2 bolts in it because we're going to tear it down here after this video anyway. There's our knocker unit. But overall, dirty and definitely needs some love. And it's in the right garage because it's gonna get the love it deserves. And by God, at the end of this series, we're gonna be playing this game and it's gonna look decent. Not gonna say it's gonna look good, but we're gonna give it the old college try and get her cleaned up and all put together and working again. Okay, so that's going to be it for this episode. This is just kind of the start. Take a look at what we're working with, which, you know, doesn't look terrible, not compared to a couple other ones I have. This one just happened to be in line next, so this is the one we're doing. I have 2 more in the garage here after this one, and then I'm gonna have to start going to storage and taking some finished ones over to storage or somewhere else. We'll talk about that later. Or I may have already talked about it by the time you see this. Oh, Got a bridge rectifier on it. Yeah, Chicago coin was kind of doing a few more updated things compared to the other EMs, compared to Williams, Bally, and Gatlib. But, okay. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed the episode. And let me know what you think of this Chicago coin cinema. Until next time, I will see you in the next episode. See ya.